Hi, and welcome back to Cooking with Kirsten at KirstenStevensonLAC.com is where you can find all of the recipes, and I'm going to post that link right below this video so that you can easily get to it. Anyway, today we're going to be making a delicious cream of mushroom soup, but without any of the actual cream, so with no dairy. But we're going to be using vegetable broth and cashews to be making the base of the cream of mushroom soup, to give it that really delicious, creamy, yummy texture, flavor, and kind of feel to it, but without all of the dairy fat. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you how to make the base of our cream of mushroom soup, which is going to be really thick and creamy and taste very similar to the heavy dairy cream that you're going to have, but with much better health properties. A lot of people probably don't know this, but cashews are actually a really healthy nut. They have about 75% of the fat in cashews is actually unsaturated fat, and of that, 75% of that comes from the fatty acid oleic acid, and the oleic acid is actually going to help to prevent heart disease, and it's going to help to lower your triglycerides. So cashews are really good for people with diabetes or high blood pressure or high cholesterol, especially if you're eating a low saturated fat diet and other things. So it's actually going to assist, even though it is a fatty food, it's a healthful fat. So it's actually going to promote health instead of add to the problem that you're already having with high cholesterol and some of the other things with the heart disease. And it also has a really high amount of magnesium and copper, phosphorides, and even the tryptophan that you get for Thanksgiving dinner, or everybody knows about tryptophan in turkey, and everybody also is starting to know much more about tryptophan in your day-to-day usage and how valuable it is for sleep cycle and for some of the other things that people struggle with on a common basis. I get so many complaints in my clinic for people who have insomnia or anxiety, and tryptophan can actually be really helpful with both insomnia and anxiety. Some of those problems where your brain just does not want to shut off. Have a couple of handfuls of cashew a day, and that may help. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 cups of organic vegetable broth in here, and I just used Sun Harvest organic vegetable broth, but you can use whatever kind you want, and if you're not a vegetarian, you can even use organic chicken broth. But we're going to go ahead and put 2 cups of organic vegetable broth in here, and then we're going to put 1 cup of the raw cashews. We're going to put those in here, and we're going to blend this up till it's really smooth and creamy, so for about 2.5, 3 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And okay, so that looks about done. So we're going to go ahead and set this aside. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put in the vegetables and saute these before we put our cream stuff in. So you want to put 24 ounces of mushrooms, and I use the baby Bella mushrooms, which look like this. I left one of them uncut so that you guys could see them. 24 ounces of the baby Bella mushrooms. And mushrooms are good for all kinds of things. As I told you before, I'm making this because I'm sick. So we have a couple of things like garlic and onions that are good for if you're sick. But anyway, mushrooms are a really good source of calcium, of folic acid, and phosphorus, and even selenium. And selenium is really important to have at the same time as you have vitamin E, because it actually really helps you absorb the vitamin E better. So, it's a good thing to eat with other fruits and vegetables, because it's going to help you absorb some of those nutrients a little bit. So we're just going to go ahead and put them in this was about 2 tablespoons of olive oil that I put in this sauteing pan, and I just put it at low-medium heat. So when we want to put all of these in, I just let that warm up first. We're going to go ahead and saute them down. Put these in. And I took about 7 or 8 cloves of garlic, and make sure I let that happen. Okay, so I took about 7 or 8 cloves of garlic and minced it. So then we're going to put that in. And about half a cup of onions. And that's also minced. I just put it in the Vitamix just because I had it out already, but you can just finely chop it, or put it in the Cuisinart or whatever you have. And one thing that is really great for if you have colds like I do is the garlic and the onion are both really good antiviral and antibacterial, and they're going to help kind of prevent cough and help me to, or anybody, to not cough during the nighttime. So that's why it's a good thing to eat this kind of soup at night. But they're also great for, both of these are great for cardiovascular health, and the onion specifically is going to help to not only prevent cardiovascular problems, but also to prevent harmful bacteria growth in your colon. So both of these have amazing properties. I know everybody's kind of heard of garlic and onion, and those are the things that you eat right when you're beginning to get sick. But they have just endless amounts of properties. So those are just a few of them, but good to use in soup when you're getting sick. So we're going to go ahead and let that saute for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're going to blend it all together. Okay, so now we let that, actually it took a little bit longer than 4 minutes. It was probably more like 7 minutes. And you can see here we have like a nice little, almost like soupy kind of thing with the onions, the garlic, and the mushrooms. And now we're going to go ahead and put our mixture of our cashews and vegetable broth in here. Ooh, over the edge. And now we're going to let that all kind of steep together for about 10 minutes on low heat. So we're going to turn the heat down just a teeny bit. So medium low, pretty much like, yeah, medium low. So we're going to do that for about 10 minutes, and at the end you can do this to taste. So we're going to put a little pinch of red pepper in it, cayenne pepper. Black pepper if you want to. You can use white pepper or black pepper. White pepper's a little prettier since it's more kind of a white color. And a pinch of paprika, and a little bit of Celtic sea salt. So all of these are just a pinch, and you can do it to taste. So however spicy you like it. Some people have kids, and kids aren't usually fans of spicy food, so you might want to keep the spices down. But if you're dealing with adults who like spicy foods, then spice it up. And there you go. After 10 minutes, it's ready to eat. A delicious, nutritious, packed soup that will help you fight off any cold.